Welcome to Dressage and Lightness Online. I'm Leanne Williams. Today we're working with Axiom, and he's finished his riding and groundwork training with us. And as we move forward, he also has a floating problem. So this week we're moving into helping him get confident with going on the float. We do all of our work with the cavesson on because we've already taught him that he can respect the cavesson but not escape it. We don't use it as a punishment tool, but you can see straight away how much more anxious he is today because of the float being here. So we're just going to move this exercise forward that he's been learning in every day with his training, which is keep the head low and that everything's based around stop, go, turn left and turn right, to he needs to come forward, go and come into the float. He needs to stop when I say stop, and if we need to use turn left, turn right, which chances are that we won't need to use that, we'll use that as well. So the biggest problem with horses and floating is that they don't have good enough responses. So to your stop and you go, this is going to be confirmation for us how much we've been able to make an impact. I don't think so. How much we've been going to make how much have made an impact into the work he's done with the stop, go, turn left, turn right. So let's get going. How's that, mate? So the first thing I'm going to do is just let him have a look. I do know that the last time he came onto a float there was a bad experience. He hit his head on the top, they tried to punish him a little bit, they scared him. So he's already got his own anxiety happening about that. So I'm not going to push that boundary. I need him to be quite content about what it is. We know he got here on a truck, so he's quite familiar with trucks. I know he's travelled from Germany to Hong Kong and then from Hong Kong to Australia, so I know he's quite familiar with aeroplanes. So for me, you know, this is about being a confidence thing, and we're just going to ask for one forward step at a time, knowing that I've taught him to, yeah, and then I want him to wait. You can see the anxiety there. I don't want him to rush in. Today we only get 2 or 3 steps on. It's about me being able to come forward, which is go, stop, and then go back. The manure, this is already his second manure since we've got him out of the paddock, and he's been with the float, so he hasn't done that before since the first week he was here. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. I want to make sure that he's got his, yeah, okay, doesn't matter. So I do go back to what he's learnt, which is keep his head low, keep his head low, good boy, good boy. And what I'm looking for here, see his brain's looking on either side of the float, on the outside. I need his brain to be looking inside. Now, so his there's good for him. His survival mechanism is taking him either side and backwards. That's not what we want. So I'm just going to wait here for a minute. Unless his mind's thinking forward, there's no point in me using a whip. Good boy. Good boy. So the beauty of the cavesson is that I can keep his head and neck directly in front of his body when his mind's thinking backwards. There's no point me bringing him forward off the whip. Good boy. And I'm going to ask him to stop here. He's offered me this, yeah. He's offered me that. Good. I'm not making it scary for him. Yeah, good man. Good man. Now we start to do keep the neck low. Keep the neck low. Good. I just want him to wait. I want him to be confident with his first 2 steps. Good boy. He's sniffing. He's having a little look. Sadly, this isn't the float he's going to go home with. The owners were unable to bring it to us, but once we've chipped away at the stop and go responses, then generally, oh, you're okay, you're okay. When he starts to make his own decisions, it's sideways. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good. When he pulls me backwards, I actually just follow him. Good. Now today's job won't be to get him on 100%, but I do need him to believe go a little bit more. And you can see go creates a negative response. So, as I said before, yeah, good boy. Good boy. Coming onto a float or going over a bridge or walking through water or standing on a pedestal, all of those things are confirmation of the go button. And how successfully, I should say, we've trained that. He wants to have a little sniff in here. He's going to go backwards by himself. So I'm just going to follow him because there's no point arguing with him. He weighs 600 something kilos. Good, but I am going to say there's no option. Good. The only option that we have here, yeah, is no, I want that decision. So he's learnt that somewhere before, that you get on here and you don't actually have to stay. I want to lower the neck. Then I'd like to have a forward reaction from go eight, not a backwards reaction. Good boy. And we don't use sideways. No, we lower the neck. Good boy. Oh, good boy. I'm going to stop him here. Good boy. He did walk off himself. Good. Very good. So I'm going to stop him here. Going to stop him here a little bit. He just needs to breathe. Just needs to breathe. A little bit more. Good. Good. So I want him to care less. He's got too much concern for the float. So he runs in, then he runs out, and then he runs in, and then he runs out. You know, he shows me his anxiety levels. I just want him to come in, not care. That's okay. You're okay. You're okay. Good. You're okay. Not running, belting. You know, people go, quick, 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 shut the doors, they're in. Then they feel trapped. There's his third manure. Now he shows me that he's worried. Good. Good. He doesn't need to be worried. He needs to be, yeah, understanding of the go aid. He's thinking backwards, so I can tell that May putting a go aid on. You're right. Then we have all of this, you know, he stands at a crossroad at the start. Go on, move. Good. Good. Good, come forward, mate. Runs on. Good boy. And I want to say, no, you don't have to get all the way on. Yeah, you don't have to get all the way. Good. Don't want him to feel trapped. No, I get it. And then so he's learnt, he gets to the tailgate and backwards. It's not what we're doing here. He doesn't have to run backwards. He doesn't have to run forwards, but he doesn't have to run backwards. Good, no. But he does need to be obedient to the go aid. And this is where we have a little issue. So I come back to what we've taught him. Neck long. Forward and straight. Neck long. Good. Once you feel the energy come forward, then he will follow me. But he has a crossroad step every. There's no point in running to the side. Good boy. Long in the neck. And that's what we do with the initial cavesson work. He's going to come again. Good, but I actually don't want him to come. I want him to just wait. Good. And then I want him to get to this position. He's thinking backwards. I can feel him pulling on. There he goes. He doesn't need to come to... No. Doesn't need to argue with me. It's not something he needs to do. This is a confidence building exercise. It's good. We can see, we know he transports. So we know he's been given a fright. So our job is to relax him. So from this position, I'm going to lower that neck. Good. Good boy. The challenge is, can I ask for a go aid here? I can feel his energy thinking backwards. So my guess is no. But I have to keep challenging that because he has to come forward. Good, that's good. And I want to see less of a good boy. There we go. Good. Good, and he stayed this time. Good man. Oh, 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 oh. I don't think so. Good boy. Yeah. You can see when he's got his neck contracted, it's very difficult to have forward energy. He has to use too much energy, negative energy, to shorten his neck up. So my job is to keep taking him back to, good. Keep taking him back to, oh, he came forward that time. The soft energy. The soft energy is the energy. Good. Good. The soft, yeah. The soft energy is, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Soft energy is the energy that's not contracted. Good. Come forward again. When that neck gets tight. Yeah, we can't. Good. I'm going to ask him to come backwards now so he doesn't feel trapped. Good. So I've got to get him to stand for long enough. There's the breathing. And he'll come forward. And he'll come forward. That's negative energy. Good boy. Then he'll stop, lower his neck, and I can back him up. So I never make him feel like we're going to shut the tailgate. He has to want to be in here. Good. And then I can bring him up. No, there's the short neck. There's the short neck, and he's coming against me. Good. Then he softened. In he comes. But I want to stop before he thinks he's got to be strapped. Then I'm going to ask him to back off. Good. And need the long neck, long low neck. Long low neck is positive energy. Good. Good. You get yourself wound up, mate. Good. He's still got negative. I can feel him pulling. I need that neck to have positive. Softy. Haha, there it came. Good boy. Good boy. He stopped. He's just got this negative response when he gets to the base of the tail. Good boy. Good. Good boy. I reckon it's almost going to do us for today. This is very good. And I'm backing him off. Right, and no, I don't want him pulling back and shortening his neck up. Old habits. Old habits. All of these things confirm our training. Hey? They confirm our training. Lengthen the neck, good. Will he come forward or will he go backwards? Yeah. His choice. He's at a crossroad there and he's learnt that he can flick that lead right, get that head going using the contraction, shortening of the neck. I want him to lengthen and soften. No, he gets to these crossroads, he has to make a choice. What we've got to do is teach him that there's only one choice. The choice is neck and relaxed, long in the neck, long in the neck, long in the neck. Good boy. Good. Up we come. Long in the neck, long in the neck, long in the neck, and come forward, long in the neck. Good man. And I'm going to stop him here. Does not need to come all the way in. Good, he needs to have a little check around. He's sniffing here. Tell him he's okay. Good, and I'm going to ask him to back off. Right, well that's his first session for today. We're going to build on that. Once again, that's that flight mechanism. So that's his first session with the float. You can see how we headed back a few bit towards his old habits, the anger management and the contraction of the neck and the manuring everywhere. By the end of the week, we've got 4 more sessions. We'll have that sorted, and we'll also have a horse that's comfortable with going into the float. So we'll see you tomorrow.